NXT makes me proud to be a wrestling fan sometimes. I swear. With just the way that they book things, sometimes the surprises that they throw in, keeping it logical, keeping it wrestling. Don't really care too much about entertainment and all of that. NXT reminds me of why I like wrestling to begin with. What's up, everybody? Why is it here to review NXT Takeover The End? And still, people are saying this is the end of NXT. Goodness, you bug me out. So, we're going to start this one out. Man, this was such a good show. See, like, with NXT and their specials, can't really say pay-per-views, but their special, well, we can call this pay-per-views because at this point, a lot of people are buying the network just for NXT. I might be one of those people. Matter of fact, I am one of those people. So it's definitely pay-per-view. It's kind of hard to ever say this is my favorite takeover event or this one's my favorite takeover event because they're getting to the point where now they're kind of hard to outdo each other, meaning the pay-per-views or the events. They each are great in their own way. So we could look at a takeover Dallas or a takeover Brooklyn, and then we could look at this takeover The End and almost put them on the same level, but differently. For example, tonight, I believe we got pure wrestling. Whereas on Dallas, it was a showcase. And in Brooklyn, it was the drama. And each of those three excelled at those three different ways of presenting their wrestling. This show, I got to talk about the pre-show right quick because it was brutal. I don't know if this was a rib on Renee Young, but what's that boy name? The fucking, what's the gimmick guy name? Oh my goodness. Why I can't think of his name? All right, well, fuck him. But Lita, absolutely abysmal on commentary. Corey Graves, that's one thing about. Corey Graves was messing up here and there, and it was noticeable. But Lita is absolutely, and it's every time she's on a pre-show. She's bad. She is really, really bad. I would love to see an announce team of her, Booker T, and Scott Steiner. You can't tell me that wouldn't be the most phenomenal thing that you would ever hear in your life. Matter of fact, you could even substitute Booker T with Teddy Long. It'd be excellent. I would pay for that. It'll sell millions. But that's all I wanted to say about the pre-show. They showed some nice video packages, and we start off NXT Takeover The End with Tye Dillinger's collar. This dude's collar was completely out of control. The perfect 10, Tye Dillinger. This guy is over. He might, if you take away Nakamura, this guy probably got the best reaction of the night. I'm thinking, well, you got American Alpha, of course, but Tye Dillinger is over big time. They got to get this guy a push eventually. I don't know how they're going to do it because there's such, I don't want to say such, there's such more seasoned talent in NXT. They got to find a way to do something with this guy here. Something. Like, I would say put him with a tag team and put some titles on him or something, but what they did with the tag team division tonight is like, fuck, you can't even do that. You got to introduce a second title because this guy needs something. He needs something because he deserves it. This guy has gotten over big time, and he was supposed to be nothing but a jobber, which pretty much he still is. But everyone loves him. Like, even when the crowd was getting behind him, I personally still ain't give a damn about Tye Dillinger, but now he's grown on me a lot. And since he came out with that collar, I say, yeah, Tye Dillinger fan here. Tye Dillinger fan. And he went against Andrade, Cien, Almas. I'm probably still butchering the name, but La Sombra from the Triple A's, the Mexicos, even wrestled a little short stint in New Japan. And when he came out, I wish that his entrance is terrible. His entrance is bad. When he came out, I immediately said, I'm taking my prediction back. Tye Dillinger's winning. This guy looked like more of a jobber than Tye Dillinger. It was bad. Oh my God, it was so bad. I wish they would have came out and have him, like, you know, take off his mask on the ramp and just give him a cool ass entrance. But they gave him some fucking suspenders and white pants and white. I'm like, oh my God, he looks a fucking mess. And then he gets in the ring and he takes all of that shit off and he has like his actual wrestling pants under it. I said, okay, now he looks normal. Okay, cool. This match was a good match. It showcased La Sombra. Well, I'm not going to call this guy by the name that NXT gave him because I can't pronounce that shit. So we're going to say La Sombra. It gave La Sombra a chance to show off what he could do. And anytime you work with a Tye Dillinger can keep up the pace with pretty much anyone. So he allows it so that you can show what you can do. Best example I could give on debuting somebody that wasn't allowed to show what they could do because the talent couldn't keep up with him is Austin Aries. You put him in there with the Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin can't wrestle a Austin Aries type of match, so he couldn't showcase all that he could do like what he did tonight with Nakamura. And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that match. But let me stay here. So Tye Dillinger allows it so that you're able to do, like, you know, get all your shit out. Let people get familiar with your moveset. Let people understand why they should get behind you. And even though the Sombra here was, you know, babyface, I mean, Tye Dillinger's uber babyface right now. Even though I'm not sure if he's completely booked as a babyface, the crowd was behind Dillinger more than La Sombra here. They really were. We got some nice spots out of La Sombra. He does this little thing where he's running to the ropes, and if the guy gets out of the way, he just holds him, like he just catches onto the ropes and just lays on, like, between the ropes. He just literally lays between the ropes and poses as if he's taking a picture. Then you got the another spot where he goes in the corner and he does a handstand on the top turnbuckle. And the second time he did it, oh my God, Tye Dillinger super kicked the fuck out of his ass. It's like, ooh, pretty bad one there. This guy, La Sombra's finisher is a double running knee, some shit wrap around your head while you're... It looks brutal, but it's kind of hard to explain. But when you see it, it's a pretty simple finisher, and it's a 1, 2, 3. With Dillinger pretty much just falling out because of impact. I got this right. When we look at my prediction, if it's my prediction, I'm probably not going to link it in the description. You can check it out on the channel. It's there. This match, well, not this match, but my entire prediction card, I got them all right because that's what I do. I smarten you guys up. Call me Professor Weiser. Weiser? How'd I butcher my name when I'm calling myself Professor? God damn it. I'm going to hold this L, though. Up next, we have... yeah, buddy. I called this one, too. Woo! Yes! Rusev fucking arms. Oh, my God. We had American Alpha versus the Revival for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Yes, I called it fucking right. Ooh. So, this match. It was a good match. It was a good match, and it was wrestled at American Alpha's pace. It was wrestled in American Alpha's style. Chad Gable, this guy is just fucking amazing. This guy is amazing. He turned the Doomsday device into a belly-to-belly spinning sling. A Doomsday device. How? Like, and it wasn't as if, who was that, Dawson? It wasn't as if Dawson was coming off the ropes and just gave himself so freely for this belly-to-belly. No! He jumped at him with full force. And then you got Gable catching him in the air while being held up for the Doomsday device and spins it into a... I'm like, yo! At first, I'm like, oh, Maybe they altered that Doomsday Device finish. No, it got countered. I'm like, how'd he do that? How'd he do that? Chad Gable is fucking amazing. Just ridiculously amazing. From the way this match started, I knew my prediction was going to be right with Revival winning. Because Gable and Jordan were just on fire. They're hamming it up to the crowd. Like, it was just all them. And I said, they're doing a bit much. They're doing a little bit too much. And for the most part, they were on the offensive for about 70% of this match. Even when you got Gable in there, and Gable's usually the one that's doing all of the selling, and you got Jordan on the outside waiting for the hot tag, Gable was in there holding his own against the both of these guys. So this match was wrestled at their pace. And this is why I'm not as high on this match as most people. Again, it was a great match. I just would like to see the Revival get and keep their heat. I like the Revival's pacing when they're on top. It's just a preference. It's a preference. You know, when the American Alpha's on top, it's just high speed, just collision and drop kicks and doing everything in synergy, which is cool. But I like you gotta slow it down. Like I gotta. There was no. All right, here it is. This is why I'm not as high on this match. I didn't feel as though a story was being told. On top of that, even when I go back to their match at Dallas, I didn't feel as though they had chemistry then, and I didn't feel as though they had chemistry here. And by chemistry, I mean chemistry as far as being able to tell a story. As a matter of fact, I don't think that Jordan and Gable are all that good at telling a story at all. Because they're just so high-paced. They're just so fast, and it's just moves. There's no story being told here. Where's the Revival? Bro, they work you. They work you. They work the crowd. They work everybody. They tell their story. They cut off the ring. They're old school. They smart wrestling, smart tag team. Just there's a lot of layers to the Revival. And with the American Alpha, it's okay. These guys are, well, Gable is a very good counter wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. Jordan runs around and throws his shoulder until you and suplexes you, and they do drop kicks. That's it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm sour on this team, because I'm not. I just don't think that they tell a story because they don't slow down. They don't let you feel what's going on in the match. It's just 1,000 miles per second. It's like, yo, let me get invested. Now, some people love those type of matches. They absolutely love them. I don't dislike them. I like them, but I'm just okay on them. And these guys are moving up. And like I said in the review, these guys are moving up. The Revival has laid out the foundation for more feuds that they could have in NXT. So you gotta put the titles back on these guys. Giving the titles to Jordan and Gable was pretty much just them paying homage to Jordan and Gable. Just them acknowledging how over they were. It's like, all right, you guys, the crowd got behind you guys. They absolutely loved you. You guys are hot. We're gonna put the titles. We've been building you guys for a while. We're gonna put the titles on you, but you guys are getting shot up to the main roster, so we're gonna have to take them off you pretty soon. And I think that that's one of the main reasons why they weren't showcased on just regular NXT shows all that much. We didn't really see them on regular shows. Like once in a while, we would see them in a match. That was it. Didn't really see them. You see the Revival all the fucking time. So it's like, you can easily tell who they're investing their time into, which was the Revival. Very good match. Was it my match of the night? I'll have to revisit it. But from just a match standpoint, It was a good match. It was a good match. I need story. Winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival. I marked out so hard when that Shatter Machine went down. That whole sequence at the end. Ooh! Oh my god. Because I knew they were gonna win. But the way they were getting out of American Alpha's moves and American Alpha's getting out of their stuff, and it's like, it was just crazy. It was just so crazy. And when I saw that Dash was not leaving that ring, I said, oh, here it comes. Jordan, yeah, you're dead. Eat this Shatter Machine. 2-time champions, The Revival. I marked out so hard, man. Neighbor came and rung my doorbell, asked me to keep it down. After the match is where things got very interesting. The American Alpha was attacked by, I'm guessing, a new debuting tag team. They called themselves, let me see, because I had it here. They called themselves the Authors of Pain. These were two big, brolic, just came home ass dudes, yo. One looked like a mix between Taz and D'Lo Brown's demon child, and the other guy was just a big motherfucker. They came out and just absolutely destroyed the American Alpha. So I went and I read up on it, and apparently these two guys have been working on house shows for a while now, waiting to debut, and they were kept under wraps. I don't think anybody knew about these guys unless you was at the house shows, because they just weren't talked about. Two big brolic dudes, man. Full of steam and vinegar, bro. These dudes, high impact. Some big Brody looking ass dudes. And then the biggest surprise came when Paul Ellering came out. For those of you who don't know who this dude is, this Professor X Spock looking ass dude with the clean ass suit and turtleneck, or mock neck. Well, it's probably a turtleneck. He is the manager of the Road Warriors, former manager of the Road Warriors, and is now going to be managing these guys. A side note, which I caught on to real fast, if they ever wanted a female valet, Paul Ellering's daughter has also wrestled in NXT recently. So, she's one of the chicks that jobbed out to Alexa Bliss. So things are looking pretty interesting in the tag team division. But these guys needed to be brought in because American Alpha is going to be moved up. So American Alpha, instead of putting over the Revival, which they just did, they passed on the titles. But they're probably going to put over this new tag team before they move up. Tag team division looking like it's going to be filling up. You got, what is that, M61 or TM61. You have Gargano and Ciampa. You have the Revival. You have these guys. Do you have any other tag teams? I'll probably have to think about it, but that's not what we're about to do. Up next, we had Gawd, G-A-W-D, all capital letters, versus his son, the Austin Aries, the greatest man to have ever lived. And I am so happy that we got this match for the sake of Austin Aries. He needed this match. He absolutely needed this match, because this match was the total showcase of why Austin Aries is a big deal. This match is a total showcase of what Austin Aries can do, his style. I mean, sure, he doesn't do all of the high impact stuff that he used to do when, say, in ROH. But it's what he does now. And it's what makes him so important. And what makes him such a big player. Austin Aries is just fucking great. I don't know what the whole stomach rap was about. Maybe he had some injured ribs or some shit. I don't know what the hell that was about. It wasn't explained. Corey Graves tried to play it off as if it was some sort of mind games he was probably trying to play with Nakamura, because apparently he doesn't know either. And then we got to talk about God himself. in his entrance and why he's so clean and just, why is this dude so fucking clean? This match, if there's a match I need you to go back and watch, even though Nakamura did most of the selling in this match, putting over Aries big time. Putting over Aries big time while still remaining strong. This match right here. I would put this put this match on the same level as Nakamura and Generico. As Nakamura and the Sami Zayn, but different. The same way I introduced the 3 takeovers being different, Brooklyn, Dallas, and the End, having, different styles, one being drama, one being pure wrestling, and the other being a spectacle. This match, same level, but different than what we got from Sami Zayn and Nakamura. With Sami Zayn and Nakamura, we got a fight, a brutal, just strong style fight. In this match, we finally got to see a technical match with the Nakamura. And this is a technical match at a high level. The match with him and Sami Zayn wasn't technical, it was a fight. This here was a technical wrestling match. So it shows you Nakamura could do more than just kick you in your fucking skull and fight you and punch you. No. He could get down there and wrestle. In the Austin, this was just, again, to me, same level, but different. This is a match. This is the type of match that I like. Right here. That. Now, did it have storytelling in it? I don't think that they gave them a chance because there was no story going into it. But then again, it was just 2 guys that wanted to prove that they are main event level. You have Austin Aries, who wants to prove that he is the greatest man to ever live, the great wrestler. And you have Nakamura, who wants to prove that he is the king of strong style. So you have the king and you have the greatest just colliding to see who can alpha male the other. And I think in that sense, if that's the story they were going for, it absolutely delivered. This match was great. Nakamura wins. He hits a knee off the top rope to the back of Austin Aries' skull. Then he sets him up for the Boomaye and he hits it. It was just so fucking good, this match. And all that came off of Austin Aries having the upper hand. Austin Aries had the upper hand for the majority of this match. Just outsmart Nakamura all the way around. But he made one mistake. He went to skin the cat while he had a Death Valley driver on the apron to Nakamura. Nakamura stayed outside. He's selling on the guardrail. Austin Aries, I think the count gets to about 7, and Austin Aries is like, how about I hit you with the skin the cat? Nakamura sidesteps it, he hits the barricade, and it's like, well, GG. Time for you to take this L. Nakamura wins. Damn good match. Just a fucking good, solid fucking match. God damn. And then people were wondering, well, feel bad for Asuka because she has to follow that. Asuka and Nia Jax delivered. I gotta say this about Nia Jax. I don't know what it is about her. Honestly, you could look at the women that are left in NXT. You have Asuka. You have Alexa Bliss. Unfortunately, you have a Carmella. You have some good talent there, right? Honestly, and I'm huge on Asuka, I think that Nia Jax is the most important. She's the most important woman there. Now, am I saying she's the best woman there? No. Am I saying she's the best wrestler there? No. I'm not saying any of that. I think she is the most valuable woman that they have on the roster. And the reason I say that is simple. If you look at her matches, she has the most chemistry with everybody. You look at a match with her and Bayley. Nobody on the roster has that much chemistry with Bayley. She had 2 matches with Bayley and they were both awesome and they both told a story. You put Bayley in the ring with Asuka and it was just a match. Wasn't really nothing to get behind. You put Asuka in there with, what's that girl name? Eva Marie. It was just a match. Asuka's just gonna fucking kill you. The only one that I saw that Asuka had good chemistry with was Emma. Emma's gone. Nia Jax worked extremely well with Bayley. She worked well here in telling a story with the Asuka. She worked well in the triple threat. Her squashing Carmella, like even that, like she just works well with people. I don't know what it is about her. I don't even think that she's a great wrestler, but she gets the job done. She wrestles well enough. She sells well enough. She sells when she's supposed to. She looks strong when she's supposed to. She dominates when she's supposed to. She wrestles a very good pace. This chick, this woman here that you just look at and be like, oh, she's gonna suck. No. She is very important to that division. Extremely important to that division. And when you beat her, it means something. Asuka got her ass handed to her tonight. It's never happened before. Nia Jax threw her around like a fucking doll. Absolute domination. And it looked believable. She's cutting off anytime Asuka tried to use speed to begin this match. And after Nia Jax got tired of those love taps, she's like, fuck you, I'm just going to cut the ring off from your ass. Smart. Asuka had to find ways to get the upper hand, in which she did. This match just told a story that we just didn't get from Bayley and Asuka. That we didn't get from Asuka and sorry I'm bringing up Eva Marie, but you know, Asuka doesn't really wrestle that much anymore these days. I don't know. I'm just sitting here looking at Nia Jax and I'm just like, I'm surprised I'm even saying this because I never thought it until we got to the end of this match where Asuka finally got the upper hand and she's just fucking all kicks because she realizes all of the other stuff that she's used to doing, the flurries, off the ropes, speed, is not gonna work. You gotta knock this woman the fuck out. And that's exactly what she did. Now, some people wasn't big on the finish to this match. I absolutely love the finish of this match because it made perfect sense. Every match doesn't have to have a finisher. And for that, I say, for people that don't agree with this match, I gotta say that you're a mark for a finisher. But you'll be the same person that says that wrestling is predictable. This was an unpredictable finish. Was it an unpredictable winner? No, we knew Asuka was gonna win. But the question is how? Were they gonna tap Nia Jax out? Nah, we gotta keep her strong. She tapped out to Bayley, yeah, sure. But she's different now. You can't tap her. You can't tap her. She's too fucking strong right now. You can't tap this woman. You can't just beat her and, you know, give her like a regular pin off of a finisher. No, she's gonna see that coming. Everything Asuka did, Nia Jax saw coming and had an answer for it. But then when she got kicked in the face with that flash kick and she went down to a knee and Asuka's coming running off those ropes and Nia Jax does the scream. She does the Asuka scream back to her, that fighting spirit scream. And Asuka looked her dead in her face and kicked her head smooth off her shoulders. Then ran to the ropes. And I thought she was going to do a Shining Wizard. It probably would have been better if she would have did the Shining Wizard. But she ran to the ropes and used that velocity to just fucking kick her lights out. And that was the end. It was a knockout win. Like, if she would have kicked her and then just stood over her, Nia Jax kayfabe, well, storyline, not storyline, not kayfabe, but logically wouldn't have moved because it was a knockout. She was supposed, this right here, the kick was supposed to signify her being knocked out. There's no answer for a knockout. It's a flash. You don't see it coming. That first kick to the face clinked her. She screamed to let her know, like, I'm powering out of that. Even though you got me loopy, I'm getting out of that. And then she caught her again. Asuka's kicks are dangerous. She's putting over the kick. Nia Jax, bruh. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all gonna agree with me or not. Professor Weiser, I smarten y'all up. Y'all gonna have to look at Nia Jax a little bit differently, man. I see it now. I absolutely see it. I thought she was green as fuck. She's not. She's not. That bitch could tell a story. She can absolutely tell a story. Let me move on, bro. Let me move on, man. I love that match. I just fucking love the match. Backstage! Ooh! We have William Regal talking to whoever the girl is, and Bobby Roode just walks out of, I guess, some gimmick room with some guy, and he's just walks right past Regal from behind. Regal senses his presence. Regal didn't even see him. He just sensed his presence and stopped the interview. Then the guy came back out the door, and I guess he told William Regal, we got Bobby in here. He wants to talk to you. And that was it. That's all you needed from Bobby Roode. Because that's just to tell you, Bobby Roode was here. Bobby Roode is here. Bobby Roode. Loved it. Loved the segment. They didn't even need him to talk. They didn't need him to make an appearance out in the ring. None of that. He was just there to let you know he was there. And Bobby Roode coming out also signified something. NXT The End, or the end of the beginning, which is, I think, something that Triple H tweeted. It's the end of the beginning. And what they did was, in a lot of the video packages that they showed you during the show, a lot of it was showing you like NXT alumni and what they've become and things like that. All the while showing you with these matches, here's where NXT is going. They brought in that tag team to show you, here's where NXT is going. And now you have the Bobby Roode to come in at NXT The End of the beginning to show you what's coming. Makes perfect sense. And up next, we have the cage match with the Phil Bacon. I love this entrance. I'm not gonna hold you up. I absolutely fucking love this entrance. The music hits, and then when the lights comes on, he's just on the cage like a fucking demon. I'm like, oh my god, that's so clean. Ooh, that was clean. It was clean. Then he knocks the gimmick gate over, and then he crawls all the way down to the ring. He pops up during the beat so that everybody can do the arm spread. Hits the ground and crawls back again. And then they show the close up of the gimmick gate, the fence, the cage, or whatever they want to call it, and they just show it from that level, just that fucking ground level, not ground level, but that ring level. That ring level. And I said, oh, he's gonna do the Vince McMahon. He's gonna do the Vince McMahon. And as his beat is starting to build back up to the drop, you just see his face just coming up ever so slowly. I'm like, he did the Vince McMahon! Oh my god! If you don't know what the Vince McMahon is, hopefully I put like a picture of it up on the screen. If I fucking forgot, Google Vince McMahon bloody face. I think it was during one of his matches with Austin or somebody. I don't know who the match was with. He was completely bloodied, and like he did like this little creep face. It was clean. It was clean. I'm like, yo, he got that off. Good entrance. Absolutely excellent entrance. He gets in the ring. He stays on the top ropes, holding on to the cage. Just had this demon look to him. Like, yo, this shit is so fucking cool. I was just marking out, bro. I was marking out. But at the same time, you know what I was also thinking? I said, once Samoa Joe's music hits, this demon Phil Bacon guy is going to be regular Phil Bacon. Once his entrance is over, there's nothing else to There's nothing there. He's just a regular guy with paint on. He does nothing different. Oh man, I knew it. I just knew it. So Samoa Joe comes in, slams the door, a la Undertaker style, and we got a match. I don't like the way this match started because these two have been having such a grudge over the past 8 months or so. And the match starts out with them feeling each other out instead of just going in there and flat out brawling. Phil Bacon should never, when he's in his demon state, which by the way was black and white, you could say it was Bullet Club colors, you could say it was a different I don't fucking care. When he's in his demon form, he should be relentless the entire match. Just absolutely fucking relentless. Instead of walking around, he should be crawling around. He should be a fucking... There should be something to this character. There's just nothing here once the entrance is over. There's nothing there. It's just a guy in paint. They gotta do something with this. They gotta do something with this. And you know what? I think that Vince is exactly what he needs. Vince will find a way to add character to this motherfucker. Because there's none. There's no character there. None. He gets in the ring with the paint on, and he's just Finn Balor. You know what the commentary should be doing? And you know... I should email Triple H. It's probably too late because this was the end. When Phil Bacon comes out with that demon paint on, he should no longer be called Phil Bacon. He should no longer be called Finn Balor. They should no longer call him Finn Balor. Some way, somehow, he has to get it across that I'm not Phil. I keep calling him Phil now. I've gotten so used to calling him Phil Bacon. He should somehow get it across that he is not Finn Balor. He's not him anymore. That's what they should do. Commentary should always sell. This is a different person. This isn't Finn Balor. This is whatever gimmick name they want to fucking give him. It should be a name that they give him, not even a name that he should come up with, because he shouldn't talk. All he should do is just make fucking weird sounds and screams and just be fucking weird or some shit. Y'all know what I mean. This guy should be a complete and utter mystery. He should not be called Finn Balor. I swear I'm just used to saying Phil Bacon. I can't even say this guy's name right anymore. He should no longer be called Phil Bacon anymore. Call him the Demon. Call him I don't fucking care what you call him. Don't call him Finn Balor no more. This guy needs character development. And I think it's simple. He should wrestle not so much a different style. He should be more aggressive. He should add more to it. He should act in a more demon-like way. Do I know what demons act like? Well, no, they don't live here on Earth. But shit, if you're going to dress up as one, then you might as well think about how one acts, and you should act like it. He doesn't act like it. He just acts like himself once the match starts. This match, it was okay. I don't like the way it started, but once they started using the cage or just throwing each other into the cage, I like that. Then it got a real high impact. Got fucking knockout kicks. Just it was a good match. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite match tonight. And outside of these two being able to tell a good story of I don't like you, I hate you, outside of that, I don't really feel much chemistry between these two guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw this match too many times. It's probably that. But Samoa Joe wins with a muscle buster off the second rope when Phil Bacon went to the top, because he was teasing that he was going to do a coup de grace off the top rope just by off the top of the cage just by looking up there. And you'll be a fool if you ever did that shit. You'd be fucking crazy. So instead, he was actually trying to get out of the ring, and Samoa Joe catches him by the foot, holds onto his head, slams it into the cage, brings him back over, muscle buster from the second rope. 1, 2, 3. This is over. So they sold that it was a brawl. They sold the hell out of that. And that's it. So what would I give match of the night? My personal... Oh, fuck, this is tough. This is tough. Because that middle 3 matches, tag team match, women's match, God vs. God Son match, they were all fucking good. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take the tag team match out of the drawing. I'm taking it out. That was the 3rd best match. I'm going to go Aries and Nakamura, with the women's match being the 2nd best match of the night. Gotta go Aries Nakamura because it was just a good fucking match. And it's the only match that I said tonight that you should go back and watch. Now, you should go back and watch this entire pay-per-view, because all of them were good. This one was pretty special. And please, before you guys kill me about putting over Nia Jax as much as I did, just go back and watch this match. Watch her match with Bayley in London, I think it was. Watch her match with Bayley on the regular NXT show. Just pay attention to Nia. And if you don't want to go back and watch those matches, just pay attention to her from here on out. You might catch what I caught on to. You might see what I see. And if you don't, that's fine. I tried to smarten you up. You failed class. I think she's the most important to the women's division. Where do I think they go here? Who do I think is going to get the number 1 shot? I don't know. I mean, Nakamura has put itself in top contendership, but I don't know if they hot shot that yet. You also got Bobby Roode. I think they need to establish more main event guys, because right now you don't really have many. So that's a problem. But like it was called, it's the end of the beginning. So we'll see what NXT has in store for us coming up. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys down in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video. It supports the channel. It helps a lot. And I will see you guys later. Peace.